Hola and bienvenidos. Welcome to my live. So, if you are here and you are catching the replay, I just want to say thank you. I appreciate it so much. It means a lot to me that you would take your time out of your busy schedule, and I know everybody is busy, to watch my lives. I just want to say thank you. I also want to give a special shout out to my dear friends who consistently watch the replay. Lisa, thank you. Love you. Joe, oops, excuse me, y'all. Joe, um, Jaden, Nedra, thank y'all so much. I appreciate you. Hey, and the first one here today, Chloe Tuck. Thank you so much. I appreciate you joining me. I know you are busy and have things that you want to do, but you're here. So I appreciate you. I hope you had a wonderful day. Today, I believe you probably were out of school because of St. Patrick's Day. I don't know how it is in other areas, but I do know that in where I'm at, schools are closed. A lot of the students that are part of band, will, especially marching band in particular, will join the St. Patrick's Day parade. So I know there was no school today. So thank you for tuning in. Hey, Mike, how are you? Good to see you. Glad you made it. Hello to your wife. Tell her we said hello. I'm gonna call y'all Mr. and Mrs. Squirrel Lovers, since those squirrels love you guys. Y'all take such good care of them, and that's wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Um, so as I was saying, if you're watching the replay, please don't forget to possibly, if you enjoy it, give me a thumbs up. If you don't enjoy it, give me a thumbs down. Whatever, it doesn't matter. So today's live is going to be about herbs and teas that we make. Um, it's so important to take care of your body, to take care of yourself. And I was doing some research and I just wrote a few notes, but I wanted to first, yes, Mike is on it. Mike is on it. Um, he says it was warm today, 60. That is great. You know what? I know it was warm, but I don't even know what my temperatures were. Let me check right now. It was a good day. It was a little windy though. I was surprised. It was windy. So right now it is 65 degrees. The low is 41. So not bad. And looking at the forecast, uh Wednesday is going to be beautiful. The low 80s. The low 80s. So we're going to have some fantastic weather coming up. 74, 82, 74, 68, 75, 76, 67. Probably still going to be nice. 75, 75. And that takes us to not this Wednesday, but the following Wednesday. So that is really, really good. So I am happy because this weekend I got a lot done in that garden. I needed to get out there and get some things done. Hey, Marcus J, aka Mr. Pescatarian. Good to see you. Good to see you. Thank you for coming. Yes. Hey, Tiggs, how are you? Dropping in to say hello and drop a like. I'm not feel. Oh boy, I've had one of those before. Listen, I hope that everything from the colonoscopy is negative and there's no positive issues there, and everything comes back negative. Rest up, feel better, and thank you so much. I appreciate the thumbs up and passing by and sharing a comment. You take care of yourself, and we will check you out in these YouTube streets. Yes, yes, yes. So as you see, thank you, Mike. Hashtag PG working. So please drop that in to get your channel. Oh, that's sweet. That's sweet. Yeah. So, one of the things I do want to share is this book here, Herbal Medicine, Natural Remedies. It's by Ann Kennedy. Um, I am a firm believer of the natural remedies and natural things that we have to use. And so one of the things that I'm going to talk about is not necessarily from this book, but I had this book in mind because I'm talking about being healthy and helping your body to be at its max level. And tea can play an important part. Hey, Mama Shirley, how are you? What is your temps looking like? What are your temps looking like? Check out Miss Shirley OG. She has a wonderful YouTube channel. She's got a nice following, a little shy at 2,000, and I'm sure that 2,000 is coming. Everybody's wishing TZ to feel better. Yes, yes. And she's speaking. Yes. Oh, so TZ says she had that book. Do you like it? Because I love it. There's something in here that I was reading recently. I got my bookmarker here. It's my little popsicle bookmarker that I made. About making toner from your calendula. And I may have said this before, but I use the toner that I use is from Kiehl's. And I just don't want to continue to spend a whole bunch of money if I could grow my own calendula and make my own toner. And it says that all you have to do is use 2 tablespoons of the calendula oil and 1/3 cup of witch hazel. And so that's it. So easy. So that's what made me say, hey, I could do this instead of giving Kiehl's all of my money for my toner. 35 in Cleveland after 70 on Friday. That's why so many people are coming up with pneumonia. It's crazy. It's so crazy. Mama Shirley said, hey, son. He said, hey, Teagues. Hey, Sylvia, how are you? So good to see you. So Mike says, I made meatless minestrone soup last night to eat for Meatless Monday and rest of the week. Good for you. Let me ask you a question, Mike. Do you feel better the day after not eating meat, or do you not see a difference? I remember when I became a pescatarian and I was not eating any of the beef, or the turkey and the chicken, I actually began to feel better. For me, everybody's body response, but obviously that was my issue, the heavy meat. Because after I stopped, after a while, I became really good, really, really good. So Sylvia says, whoa, nice. Uh-oh. Am I starting to buffer? It's 70 right now. That is nice. That is nice. Yeah. So it's speaking. So Mike says, yes, this weather flip-flop getting to, 17 yesterday and 60 today. It is. It affects the animals. It affects us, of course. It affects the vegetation, the trees. They don't know what to do. And our bodies can't take it. It's just so much. The ups, the downs, the ups, the downs. Now, yesterday, we actually had a SEMA alert. And I was pretty shocked. I will tell you, I was pretty shocked. I want to just read it to you guys because I was not expecting it, considering we're past tornado season. But it says it was hurricane, excuse me. It said tornado watch, and it was from 1 in the morning to 6:13 in the morning until 2 p.m. It says severe thunderstorms possible. It says damaging winds greater than 60 miles per hour, isolated tornadoes, and hail are possible. So I was taken back by that weather. And here it is, March. And usually, guys, honestly, once we get past January, normally our weather is fine. So this is really, really strange. So Sylvia said, I feel better after not eating meat. Okay, you too. Yeah. I do too. I really do. I think it's too much for me, for my system. So Mike did say I do feel better. I eat treat Saturday, meatless Monday, cleanses out. Nice, nice. That's a good way to look at it. Hey, 70 plus Gardner. How are you? Hope you're doing well. What is your temp today? Yeah, that's good, Mike. I eat clean all week till Saturday. That's kind of what I do. I'm really trying and have been doing it for a while, trying very hard to maintain my weight and to stay at a healthy weight. So I really on Saturdays and Sundays is when I really eat my chips, my candy, because I love sweets, and eat not as well as I do. But comes Monday through Friday, I eat well. So for today, for breakfast, I had a fruit salad. I had some fruit mixed in a little bit of light yogurt. The If it's not light or it's not uh, low fat, it has a lot of sugar, and that's what I'm trying to stay away from as well. So I had a little bit of yogurt, not even the whole cup, just half the cup of yogurt with the apples and grapes and raisins and cranberries and a few nuts. So trying to do that. So that's what I had for breakfast. And then for lunch, I did a stir fry and I had some shrimp in it. And that was good. That was good. So yeah. So 70 plus Gardner says, glad to see Miss Shirley up and feeling better. Yes. I was very concerned about her. And I wanted to make sure she was doing what she needed to do. And I told her, do I need to get a plane ticket and hop up over there and check up on you? And, I was really concerned, but I talked with her. I've been talking with her. Ma, let us know how your day was today. Please let us know. Put it in the chat. So 70 plus said 58. 58's not terrible. Not at all. Not. I think that's actually pretty good. Pretty good. So again, I have my Nightbot relaying the message of my deep appreciation of everybody coming. I know everybody has something so I'm happy that you're here and I want you to know it. So Ma says she's between naps like a newborn. Strength slowly coming. Good. Listen, as long as it's coming. What's up? A rose grows in Harlem. Hey, sis, how you doing? Shrimp stir fry is always on the menu. I know that's right, girl. I love it, love it, love it. Yes. How was your day? What's your temps looking like today? What's your temps looking like? Please let us know. Yeah, we're glad you're getting your strength back, Ma, because that's the biggest part. Getting your strength back, being able to follow through with the physical therapy and getting that knee working your body, letting that pneumonia work its way through the body and get rid of it, get it out your system. I know you're taking your meds, so I'm not even going to ask. So Rose says 58 degrees is zone 8A. Okay. Again, not too bad. Similar to 70 plus Gardner. Praise God, Miss Shirley. Okay. Hey, Don't Hurt the Harvest. How are you? Good to see you. Thank you. So I was talking about tea tonight. So I don't are tea drinkers, but I'm a huge tea drinker. I am a Starbucks girl. I love Starbucks. But when I go to Starbucks, I usually get a vanilla chai latte with oat milk. And I usually get a skinny. So they'll give the low fat stuff. And I love chai tea. I love it. I love chai tea. I love chai lattes. So I was thinking about the teas that I have, the natural teas in my backyard back here. I have the lemon balm, the moringa. The tree right now is dead, but you know what? I don't know if it's dead or dormant. I believe it's dead because that freezing temp, even though it was wrapped up, I don't think it could take it. The chocolate mint, the spearmint, the lavender, all of those, I just pick bring them in throw them in the pot, little strainer, let it steep for a while, and go ahead on and make my tea. And I was thinking about 2 years ago, I joined a challenge, a sun tea challenge. I had never heard of that before. So, for those of you that may not know, what you do is you actually get teas, whether it is from a tea bag or from natural method, meaning I went out in my yard and I actually got various different leaves and I made the sun tea. So I have it down here, what I got. So I use the leaves from my pineapple guava. I use the leaves from my pomegranate tree. I use the leaves from my pineapple mint. I use key lime, the leaves from the key lime tree, and leaves from the calamondin. So I was trying it. I don't know if you followed it, but it was kind of fruity. I wanted it to be a fruity mix. And then I let it steep. I put everything in the jar. I actually did a video on it, and I went and I bought a glass jar because I didn't have one big enough. I put all the leaves in after washing them very carefully because bugs. And then I added a chamomile tea bag. It was actually vanilla chamomile tea bag. Put the cold water in and I set it outside. I set it outside for about 3 hours, I believe. I don't remember exactly how long, but I think it was 3 hours. And guys, when I brought it in, I added some honey. I was surprised. It was really steeping, and the glass jar was humid and hot, and I was surprised. It was delicious. So Rose said, Rose in Harlem said, would love to try chocolate mint. Hard to find the seeds. We'll have to order online. Um, I'll see what I could do. I'll see what I could do. Um, I will try to propagate some, which they say is very easy. And then maybe I can overnight you some and then you can grow your own, which would be good because I got a cutting from somebody, but I don't remember having seeds. Um, and it grows really well, really well. So I'll do that. And my email is on my about page, and I would love to do that. And then I could say, hey, something that I was growing is now in Harlem. So I would love that, seeing as New York is my home. So Mike said I use mint, basil, strawberry leaves, peppers, ooh, and tea bags. Was delicious. Yeah, Mike, it was the first I had heard of it. I had never heard of that before. And I don't know if that was a southern thing or whatnot, but it was delicious. I was a little low key nervous to taste it, but I was like, look, I done came this far. Let's do it. So tea is really good for our overall well-being. I didn't know this initially, but after I searched, I found out that you can not only drink tea, but you can make tea as a spray for your body. You can also use tea in a poultice, which is like, the soft kind of mushy stuff. And you might put it on if you get a scar or something is bruised or swelling, you put that poultice on there and it draws the inflammation out, things like that. You can do that as well. So I was like, wow, that is really, really good. So I did find out something interesting. It's okay to do the sun tea. Oh, so Mike says super easy to propagate mint. Yes. When we make regular tea and it's home brewed with the hot water versus the cold brew outside and letting the sun do it, we want to be careful because when you make hot tea, there's less chances of bacteria surviving. But when you do a cold brew, there is more chance for bacteria. So if we're doing sun tea, we just want to be careful. It would be good, now that I think about it, to go ahead and brew it outside. That's fine. And then before you bring it in, either you can nuke it if that's your thing, or you could set it on the stove or in a pot and let it continue to brew even further, just so there's no bacteria there and it would be killed. Hey, Nikki, how are you? Good to see you, sis. Thank you so much for coming. I appreciate you. Yeah, so definitely. Yes, Rose, please do. It's on my About page. So Mike said, I just drank hibiscus, orange, and lemon peel and mullein and rooibos tea. Is that ROOIBOS? So tasty. Ooh, I need to write that down. I never heard of that. ROOIBOS, or is it ROOLBOS? But whatever, I'm gonna find it. So, just that little cautionary measure we want to take. So, the one thing that I drink tea for the most is inflammation. Inflammation. So Mike says ultraviolet from the sun kills bacteria. So that's what I thought too. But then I didn't know what to believe because I dropped my pen. Oh, there it is. Man, I saw one thing that said yes and one thing that said no. So I just said, well, just to err on the side of caution. But yeah, definitely. I thought the sun did too. Nikki said, yes, we definitely have to be careful with the sun too. Yeah. Yep. With the sun tea. With the sun tea. Yeah. Mike said rooibos tea is top 5 health. Wow. I'm going to look that up. I'm definitely going to look that up. That's amazing. So, because I drink a lot of tea for inflammation, I usually drink a lot of ginger tea, turmeric. Some people say turmeric. I think it's turmeric, chamomile, and peppermint. All of those have benefits, either with pain, inflammation, and so I'll usually combine that. And like I say, I am a tea drinker, so I do drink a lot of tea. The ginger is something that I, for the first year, started growing and grew a nice amount. What I did was I made ginger powder, also had the ginger tea, and I did it myself. And I felt so proud of myself. I didn't go to the store to buy anything. It was something I grew from my own backyard. It was wonderful. Also, ginger has gingerol, and gingerol is the antioxidant that helps with the inflammation. Turmeric has the same antioxidant properties for anti-inflammatory properties. I should said it reverse. So that is good. Peppermint and chamomile, they are a good addition to that. So I'm very pleased. I grew chamomile last year and it was everywhere. I took a old, and I'm gonna carry through this year again. I had the idea I was gonna make a little koi pond, and then I realized I did not want a koi pond because it would bring critters drinking water. And I decided no, I was not going to be up for that. And so I decided to make it an herb bed. And so I drilled some holes in the bottom and I just made an herb bed. And that's where I had the chamomile, and it just flourished. My lemon balm flourished. The peppermints, they all, like Mike said, it's easy to propagate, but it's also so easy to grow. They just flourish, flourish, flourish. So I was very happy about that. So let's see. Miss Shirley said my sister has been going through my tea since being here. I told her to save me some. Exactly. Don't drink it all up. Save me some. But I'm sure she's enjoying it. I'm sure she's enjoying it. I do have arthritis in my knees. And so It's not as bad as what it could have been or what it could be because I try really hard to take care of myself. If you look it up, they will tell you that turmeric is really good, ginger is really good, and the chamomile and the peppermint. So those are the things that I usually combine. My favorite thing is to have the ginger with the chamomile and the mint, and then switch it up. I do add honey to it. I usually get local honey that I purchase from Black's Tropical, and I put that in there. And to me, it's just fantastic. So Mike said I put candied ginger in my tea sometime. I eat the ginger. Hey, it's good. It's really good. I love ginger. Nikki said, hey, Miss Shirley, good to see you. Yes, it is. It is good. Mike said, critters drink the water, don't bite your produce. Oh, I didn't think about that, Mike. I was just that is such a good point. Hmm. That's really a good point. I had not thought about that. If they're thirsty, they will go there as opposed to biting this tomato, that tomato, and that tomato. And since I have more fruit trees, that might be something to consider because I really don't want them eating my stuff. So Darth X still said, I still want a koi pond. You know what? I may need it. Hey, LGG love. Hola, hermana. Good to see you. Thank you for coming. I appreciate you. Yes. Guys, Nightbot is working. So put your hashtag PG and your channel will pop up. I saw Woody Woodpecker in a tree near my backyard yesterday and one squirrel. You know, at the old house I was at, there was a ton of squirrels. And I know I've said it so many times. They were fat and juicy, eating off of my garden. I do see squirrels here, but not as many. But I'm thinking with more fruit trees, I might start seeing them. We'll see. We'll see. Um, anyway, I really am happy that I'm able to grow my own tea. Also, I grow my own turmeric. What I don't have is the blue turmeric and that orange turmeric. Turmeric. I just have the regular turmeric. But I'm constantly looking out for opportunities to find the blue. I've been constantly looking. I was trying so hard to keep up with Rare Seeds because I know they have it. Man, they sent me the email. I checked back in stock. I went right there. Boom. Sold out already. So I guess everybody who submitted their emails to be notified when it came in, they got to it before I did again. Mike said, before I left water out, they used to bite holes in my tomatoes and cucumbers. Wow. Mike, I'm so glad you said that, which again is proof positive that this community is wonderful because they share things and we help each other. Also, too, is something I hadn't thought about. So thank you for sharing. And he says, now all my produce is mine. So it might be worth setting up a little bird bath back there and setting up just nothing big, a little pond and whatnot, and let them drink that because it gets very humid where I'm at. During the summer, let me tell you, it is generally 100% humidity almost every day during the summer. Easily 100% humidity. So yeah. So Mike says, now that they only eat crickets in my garden. That's cool. That's cool. So let me show y'all something I bought. I went to the store at home. I don't know if any of you have that near you, but I have it at home. I went to buy some spray. They have this spray. I didn't bring it. Oh, yes, I did. This spray is only $5.99, but to me, it is the only spray that really holds its scent. It is called Brooklyn Fragrance Company. So this one is peony. And this one is called Relax, and it's lavender, and they smell so good. But while I was there, I always go to the clearance rack. So I found something at the clearance rack that I know most of you would appreciate. And it's going to go right above my door that leads to my garden. See, it says, welcome to our garden. And I'm actually going to probably put my name and my husband's name there. But I love this. I think it's cute. And guys, it was, y'all see that? 50% off. And it was $24.99. So $12.50. And I'll just hang it right above the door. So I'm so happy about that. I was tickled. I was very tickled. Really nice. So let me see. Check all. I'm going to set up several bird baths in my backyard. Good for you. I'm going to set up some too. I fed my birds and critters with sunflowers and other bird seed. The squirrels gave me volunteer. Oh my goodness. Got it. Volunteer corn. Yes, it is fantastic. I'm going to do that. I'm going to start looking for that. So I know we talked about the benefits of the ginger and all of the turmeric and the chamomile and the peppermint. And so the takeaway point, guys, is this. Are you growing it? Are you growing it? Let me tell you why. Everything was fine. I knew I had a little knee pain. Made an appointment to see the doctor. When I went and he told me I had arthritis and it's the inflammation, it was life-changing. But guess what? I'm not a pill popper. I'm just not. I don't like to take over-the-counter or any prescription meds if I can help it. So the natural method, again, like I said, checking it out, other books, I learned what I needed to do for me. Everything we need, guys, to be as healthy as possible is here on this earth. And guess what? We could take our hands and grow it. Take our hands and harvest it. That's what I'm doing. So that's the takeaway point for today. Grow your own. Now, some of us don't have a lot of space. Oh, hold on 1 second. What's up, soil brothers and soil sisters? Hey, Bobby and Sherry, good to see you. Thank you so much for coming. Since you're in the chat, guys, it is March 17th. We have less than a month to the Soil Expo. If you have not made up your mind whether you're going to go or not, I suggest you make up your mind to come. Think about it, if you can. I know everybody can't. Some people have to fly in, maybe costly, I understand. Some people could do a road trip. That's wonderful. You see how we learn things in this chat? You'll learn a lot going to the Soil Expo. You'll be able to rub shoulders with the gardening community and others that support the community. You'll learn a lot. You get to support small businesses such as myself. I do have my tincture for anxiety and stress. I do have my bug spray. I do have my eczema cream. I've got some things going on, and I would love to see you in person and share them with you. So this is a great opportunity. It is April 4th, 5th, and 6th. So I encourage you to please come. Mike said, I set dog bowls of water on the ground too. Okay, wow, that's good. Everybody is speaking. Hey, the egg video was hilarious. Exactly. I tell you, everybody is saying hi, and Nightbot says, thank you for coming to the live tonight. Of all the places you could be, you're here with me. You are appreciated. So thank you. And if you're watching the replay, that applies to you too. So Mike says different critters like different levels. Some birds like to be on the ground. That's true. I didn't think about that. Yes. Black Tropical said, Miss Shirley, hope you're feeling better, beautiful. Is that your color palette garden sign, or would you be splashing some orange on it? Listen, LGG, yes. You see how it has this is raised. And so I was thinking, could I take my time and color this orange? Because y'all know orange is my color. I'm seriously considering it because that would look so pretty. I just don't want to mess it up. So I would have to really take my time. I had even thought if I could peel these off, these little balls, they're not really balls, they're flat underneath. Pull those off, dip them in the orange, let them dry, and then put them back on. So if I do, I will definitely show you. But I was definitely thinking about that. Definitely. So everybody is speaking. Yes, yes, yes. Trying to get down the chat. Miss Shirley said, I'm feeling better and getting stronger each day. Hate I'm gonna miss this year. I know. I know. Bobby and Sherry, put something in the chat about it. Any channel or link or whatever. I'm glad you're feeling better and back home, Darthex says. Yes, yes. Mike says you'll be dancing up a storm next year, Miss Shirley. Rose said, yes, thank you for the reminder. Absolutely. Of course, of course. I don't have a passport yet. Otherwise, I'd love to visit the Soil Expo from Canada. Listen, you can plan for next year. If I'm not being too presumptuous, I believe it will also be April of next year. So I'm not saying make any hard, fast plans, like such as getting tickets for April. But generally, it has been the first weekend of April. And that's because that's a good time as far as weather. It's not too hot, so that those that aren't used to our super humid weather just completely collapse. But it's warm, but it's not overbearing. So I would say you could start planning, just saying, okay, every week I'm gonna stash this. So when the dates come out, boom, I got my stash, get my ticket, I'm good to go. Yes. So LGG said clove is also good for inflammation, inflammatory. Yes. I need to get into growing that. That is one that I have not grown. So that is something I need to put on my list. You know, people always say, oh, what's something you're going to grow differently this year? I need to add that because I like my shopping store in my backyard. I like my products from my backyard, and I like my medicine cabinet from my backyard because it's all natural. So Mike says definitely make it your own with the orange. I am, guys. Y'all have really encouraged me because I was thinking it, and now that y'all was saying it, I think I am gonna do it. It may take me some time to pry this up, but I have a good glue gun. I've got orange dye. I've got orange paint. I think this would look pretty, very pretty with the orange. So thank you. Yes. So I'm gonna leave that up for a minute. For more information, check out soilfamily.com. Please, please do. Because we had a wonderful time. Wonderful, wonderful time, guys. And I learned so much. You know, when we go and we sit and we have an opportunity to talk with one another, just imagine we sit now and we talk, but we're not face to face. But when you are face to face, it's a different feel. It's so much richer. So I encourage everybody, check out soilfamily.com and try to make it. I'll be there. Mike said, let me babysit Annie next year, Miss Shirley. She can hang with the squirrels. Exactly, if she don't chase them. So she says dinner reservations are open until Friday evening. So, that means me. Let me write myself a note because I did not do that. So I've got to do that. So, yes, we definitely have dinner together. We have a meetup Friday. We're also going to a local nursery. So that would be wonderful because that's always what we love to do. Go and check out trees and other things. So please, I encourage you, come on. You will not be disappointed. You're meeting people in the community from all over. So come on down. Come on down. So, guys, every week I have a movie of the week. This week, I hope this is a movie, I think, anyway, this is a movie that a lot of people have heard of. Mommy Dearest. How many of you have heard of Mommy Dearest? I really enjoyed this movie. It is starring Joan Crawford. Now, let me tell you, she was considered Hollywood's royalty. And I don't know, it's mixed feelings as to how she treated her children, whether it's completely true or not. But Joan Fontaine, oh my goodness. I mean, Faye Dunaway. Pardon me. Faye Dunaway played Mommy Dearest. And she played her part so well. So well. So I don't know if any of you have seen it, but yes, Joan Crawford. Yes, Mike. No wire hangers. So Sylvia says she watched it a long time ago. Yes. Yeah. Nikki said one of my mine too. Mine too. This is such a good movie. Guys, basically, it says Mommy Dearest has never looked so good. Crawford lives on in this Hollywood royalty edition of the cult movie classic, complete with all new special features, as dazzling and fascinating as the movie star herself. Who better to add his own sense of style to the commentary of the movie than camp filmmaker extraordinaire John Waters? Together with famed Joan Crawford and impersonator, lip syncer, the two share their expertise and take a look behind the scenes at the making of what has become this outrageous and campy film. After watching this movie, one thing is certain, you'll never look at a wire hanger the same way. So if you have not seen it, I encourage you to find it and watch it, and then you will know what people say, no wire hangers. And yes, this, guys, is not fiction. It is fact. It is a true story. Yup. Christina! So good. So good. Mama Shirley said that woman was nuts. Mike says she sobered up at the end and admitted it was true. Yeah, it's so crazy. It's so crazy. She was. It's a good thing that they did make peace. We don't know what drives a person to do certain things. We don't know what she was going through. Who knows? So many people are how some of the things that was portrayed that she did seem harsh, mean, and downright nasty. She could have been dealing with some issues we don't know. But as Mike said, she sobered up and admitted it was true. She said didn't leave her children much at all money, went to charity. Yep. Most of the money went to charity. And one thing is that the daughter at the end makes a statement about her mom. And, maybe it's true, maybe it isn't. But I encourage you, I don't want to give too much. I don't want to spoil it for anybody that hasn't seen it. But it's a good movie. It is a good movie. The thing about it is when you watch the movie, if you were around when she was alive, then you might remember some of the news clippings that talked about different things, like when she adopted her daughter, adopted her son, different things that, were happening. And so, yes, absolutely, Nikki, we are all going through something. By the way, guys, if you don't know it, You can check out The Everyday Life of an OCD-ish chick, excuse me. And that's something that she says. That's one of her sayings. We are all going through something, and we are. We are one thing or another. Whether it's me with my arthritic knee, whether it's Miss Shirley with her knee replacement, whether it's somebody who's just dealing with weather, this, that, and the other. We're all going through something. So try not to be too judgmental because I wasn't there. Yes, it's a true story. Yes, it is very intense. And I think she was mean, but who knows? So Miss Shirley says she was bipolar. I was thinking maybe she could have been suffering from mental illness, depression. It was, think about it. Years ago, when a person had mental illness, they were diagnosed with all different kind of ailments. And earlier, some of them were diagnosed as witches. Now, that's just history. Whether they suffered from mental illness, seasonal depression, bipolar, we don't know. But we do know that a lot of those diseases and a lot of the side effects are still coming out, guys. We don't know everything. And we're learning as time goes on. So Nikki said maybe she just wanted to be loved and accepted. It's possible. She could have been very frustrated. I don't know what it's like to be a movie star. I don't know what it's like to be considered Hollywood's royalty and to get older and to not have certain aspects in your life be satisfying. I don't know. But whatever the case is, that was her story. So we don't know. We don't know. So I encourage you to look it up. It's a great movie. It is 128 minutes. So it's 2 hours and 8 minutes. So it's long movie. One point in her life, boom, until after she dies, shortly after she dies, with commentary from the children. When I read this, because I need to rewind. Before I saw the movie years ago, I read the book first. And the book gives so many different little details that the movie didn't get into. I think if it gave every single detail of the book, the movie would have probably been 3 hours. But there's little details in the book. So, hey, go to your local library and check it out. The book is Mommy Dearest. And hey, listen, check it out and see. So she was definitely needed something. She was. Because you think about her relationships with men that she had. She could have been very unhappy, and putting a facade. And don't we know people have done that? People have had facades and you think they're happy. And the next thing you know, you hear this happened, that happened. And sadly, sometimes it's detrimental to their health. And they may, resort to things that aren't necessarily so positive. So we don't know. But I like the movie. It's a very good movie. Like I said, Faye Dunaway played her part in this movie. I've seen her in quite a few movies, but this one right here, she does it. She really does it. Like, you know what, Nikki? I was thinking about him and I was thinking about Twitch. People just don't know. When you talk to family, they say they had no idea. And look at Robin Williams. Didn't he make a lot of people laugh? He made people laugh. He accomplished a lot. You would think to yourself, wait a minute. He accomplished a lot. I don't remember any news media talking about any major issues or anything of that nature. And yet Look what he resorted to. So he was probably suffering silently inside. Uh, yes, exactly. It's just, we just don't know. So, like I said, great movie, true story. Yes, she was mean. Yes, you wondered why do this, but we don't know what she was going through. Was she even aware of the extent of everything she was doing? Maybe on some level, but maybe not all. Yeah, Darcy, he was thinking about Robin Williams as well. Yep. He knew what utter badness felt like and was compassionate toward others. He did. He did. It's just sad, guys. It's really, really sad to know that somebody is going through something so much that they say, I just can't take it anymore. I just can't take it anymore. I did too. I do too. I like them. I remember and he was so talented, so talented. Um, just really, really sad, really sad. So, guys, that's it for this week. I've talked about my herb teas and my sun tea, and I'm happy about that. I know I told you guys that I was gonna look for something at my mom's house, a picture of me, because I told you I love to crochet, and my dad taught me. I found the picture where I have my little crochet hat and my little crochet vest. But I also found some other pictures of myself. So I am working on making a slideshow. So I started taking pictures of the pictures, and then I realized, no, I'm not going to do that. What I'm going to do is the next time I go to my mom's, I'm confiscating her pictures. I am going to Walgreens and I'm going to scan all of those pictures, and I'm going to make a back in the day video of me. And this way, you guys can see what I look like in the younger days. Very awkward, tall and skinny. You know, you look at those pictures and you're like, oh my goodness. Thank you. You're so sweet. You're so sweet. I don't know. I don't know. I looked at them and I'm like, why is my head tilted in some of these pictures? It just look weird. But at the time, you think, oh, I look good. But yes, I found quite a bit and I will be sharing them. Even I found baby pictures of myself. So that's gonna be cute, little chocolate face. I'm like, oh, that's me. That's me. Hey, garden is great. Glad you made it. We about to get off in a few minutes, but I'm glad you made it. Maybe you can check out the replay. I appreciate you coming and being here. Um, uh, Mike said classic poses. Yep, exactly. The yearbook picture. That you're like this. They say they will come up to you. I'm like, okay, mm-mm. So anyway, very cute baby pictures. Thank you. So I will be doing that. I know, guys, and I'm putting it out there because I want to make myself accountable. I have a lot of ideas for videos, and sometimes I second guess myself and say, they're not going to be interested in that. But I'm challenging myself because challenging makes you better. Challenging brings out things that maybe you didn't realize you had. So I am trying to put out more consistent content. It may be different content. It may be about cruising. It may be about the garden. It may be about arts and crafts, cooking, but I want to do it more regularly. So now that I've said that, I know that I have to stick to it because I'm not going to say something and then not do it. So I appreciate you for being here. Thank you, Mike. I appreciate you. Thank you. Garden is great. She says, how are you doing? I've been praying. Miss Shirley is doing better. She is slowly getting her strength back. She let us know that, little by little. So she's doing good. Quinny, thank you for coming. Miss Shirley, thank you for coming. Nikki, thank you. Rose grows in Harlem. Thank you. Darth X, thank you for coming. LGG Love, thank you for coming. Hey, wait a minute now. If you're in the bushes, thank you too. I appreciate you. I really do. Thank you so much for coming. I thank everybody. I may not have said your name. Teagsy, I know, had to leave. Marcus J, thank you, babes. Black Tropical may have left, but I just want to say thank you so much. Everybody who is here, everybody who was here. I appreciate you. You are appreciated. So, with that said, I'm trying to think if there's anybody that I missed. If I did, I apologize. I really do. 70 plus Gardner, Sylvia our Garden Adventure. Thank you for coming, guys. I love and appreciate each and every one of you. Next week, guys, I'm gonna do a premiere. I'm gonna give you first glance of the spring garden. Spring will be on the 21st. I believe it is. I believe it is first. Okay, Google, what is the first day of spring? Oh, March 20th, Thursday, March 20th. So that Monday next week will be a premiere of the garden. And you will get to see the good, the bad, and the wonderful in the garden. It's not going to be that pretty because it's not a lot going on, but it is some good things going on. So I want to share with you. So that's what I will be doing next week. I hope that everyone has a good evening. Everyone, please do what you can do to be the best you can be. Hey, Bayou, how are you? So good you made it. One last time, guys, if you want to throw PG, hashtag PG, go ahead and throw it in there and get your channel listed. Last 3 minutes. It was good to see. Oh, let me put it up there. It was good to see the progression of your garden as the weeks go by. Yeah, because I like when you do that too, Nikki. Like you see, oh, she started the little containers, the milk jugs and whatnot. And then you see everything coming to life. Then you see the beds. It's like, wow. It encourages me. Seriously. It really encourages me. And I love it. I love it. Really. My overwinter carrots are growing into full leg. Wow. Okay. So Miss Shirley put her PG in. That's her channel. If you don't know, but I'm pretty sure we do. Thanks for joining the live chat. You are appreciated. Absolutely. Hey, F. Smith Welch, how are you? Good to see you. Thank you so much for coming. Like I said, I'm heading out, but you know what? It's okay, guys, because I'll be here next week, Monday. I do have a question though. How many of you saw the post announcing tonight's live? If you did, put a 1. I asked only because I did it so late. And I was wondering, is that what you see that reminds you of the live? Is it really worth it? Okay, so Sylvia, she said 1, thank you. And Mike said 1. Okay, cool. So gardening is great. Said all of my overwinter peppers grow and leaf. That's good. That is good. Man, my cayenne is trying to do something. She's breaking out like, okay, I'm ready. And I have 2. So that is really, really good. Really good. So I got a lot I want to show you and share with you guys. So next week, now I notice when I do, it always says 5:45, but I never schedule it for 5:45. So FYI, it's always at 6. I don't know why it says 5:45. Maybe it's something that I'm doing wrong, but no, it is going to be 6 o'clock all the time. not 545. Yes, thank you. So encouraging, so encouraging. You know, when someone that has a lush garden, like Nikki says, good stuff ahead, it makes you feel good. I followed a lot of the suggestions that I got from you guys, and I know my garden will be better than it was, yes, last year, but not better than what it will be next year. So I'm gonna continue learning and growing. So thank you for coming. And guys, whatever you're doing, you enjoy it. Go slow. Good night, everybody.